You want to be loved. You want something real. Something deep. Something that doesn't leave you questioning your worth at 2 a.m., but if you're honest, you're exhausted. Because no matter how badly you want love, it always feels like you're chasing it. Proving yourself. Waiting for replies. Trying to earn a place in someone else's heart. And still, you feel unseen. Unchosen. Alone. The poet Rumi once said, "Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." That line might sound beautiful. But what if it's true? What if love isn't something to chase? What if love is something that already wants to find you, but can't get through the walls you built to protect yourself? What if you're so used to running toward love, you don't know how to sit still and let it come to you? Today, we're going deep. These are the 6 subtle signs you're chasing love instead of receiving it, and what it's doing to your heart, your self-worth, and your relationships. Let's begin. 1. You confuse attention with affection. When someone notices you, compliments you, gives you just enough, you feel pulled in. It's a rush. It feels like something's finally happening. But it's not love. It's attention. And attention isn't the same as affection. Affection nourishes you. Attention stimulates you. When you're chasing love, you settle for the idea of being seen, instead of actually being understood. You become addicted to breadcrumbs. The good morning text. The occasional compliment. The Instagram like. You start to crave signs that you matter, but the signs are empty. They keep you chasing more. Rumi would ask, what are you really hungry for? Not validation, but depth. Not noise, but presence. Not sparks, but something that stays. Real love isn't a game of clues. It doesn't keep you guessing. It's quiet, but constant. 2. You feel like you have to earn someone's love. You twist yourself into shapes to be likable. You hide your needs so you're not too much. You become easygoing, chill, low maintenance, not because it's who you are, but because you think it's who they want. You make love conditional on how pretty you look, on how quickly you respond, on how little you ask for. You start keeping score. How much did I give? What did they give back? And if the balance is off, you try harder. You give more. That's not love. That's performance. When you're chasing love, you don't believe you're worthy of being loved just for being you. You think you have to earn it. Convince someone. Impress them. Keep them entertained. But love that's truly yours won't need to be earned. It'll feel like home, not a job interview. You don't have to perform to be worthy. You already are. And the right love will know that, without needing to be convinced. 3. You overanalyze everything they do. When they text, you feel high. When they don't, you spiral. You read into every word, every emoji, every delay. You take screenshots, send them to friends, ask for translations. You're not needy. You're anxious. Because you don't feel safe. You think, if I can just figure them out, I'll finally know where I stand. If I can decode their tone, I'll know whether they still like me. This constant analyzing isn't intuition. It's fear. It's your nervous system trying to find stability in something unpredictable. When you're receiving love, you don't need to analyze it. You feel it. It's consistent. It's clear. Rumi wrote, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. But when you're chasing, you're not letting love come. You're chasing clarity because the love isn't clear. And that's your sign. Love doesn't require translation. It speaks in consistency, in presence, in actions that don't leave you confused. 4. You attach quickly to people who show you the slightest bit of interest. They smile. They're kind. They seem emotionally available and you're all in. You create a fantasy. You skip the slow build and go straight to the deep end. You start imagining a future without really knowing the person. Because when you're chasing love, it's not about them. It's about filling a gap inside of you. You don't ask, are they safe? Do they align with my values? Do they make me feel at peace? You ask, do they like me? Am I enough for them? Can I finally stop being alone? But love that begins from lack can't end in wholeness. Rumi reminds us, don't get lost in your pain, know that one day your pain will become your cure. The cure isn't another person. It's healing the part of you that believes attention equals love. Desire isn't proof someone can love you. What matters is how they show up, especially after the spark fades. 5. You feel drained instead of nourished. Love shouldn't feel like a full-time job. It shouldn't leave you questioning your worth every night. It shouldn't feel like you're constantly pouring into someone else just to get a little back. When you're chasing love, you'll accept one-sided effort. You'll convince yourself that the exhaustion is normal. That loving someone means always being the one to hold it all together. But real love doesn't drain you. It grounds you. It doesn't take away your energy, it multiplies it. You feel safe enough to rest, to exhale, to be yourself without fear of losing them. Rumi wrote, with life as short as a half-taken breath, don't plant anything but love. And that includes how you treat yourself. If the love you're chasing is exhausting you, it's not the right garden. Let it go. Plant somewhere new. 6. You feel anxious when things are calm. This might be the hardest sign to face. Because when love is steady, you start to feel uneasy. You look for something to fix. You wonder, why aren't they texting more? Are we losing the spark? Do they still want me? You miss the emotional highs and lows. You miss the thrill of wondering. You confuse peace with boredom. That's not your fault. It's your nervous system. It learned to associate love with anxiety. So now, anything calm feels unfamiliar, unsafe. Rumi said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. Maybe your wound taught you that love must come with tension, with uncertainty, with chaos. But what if the light is found in softness? In slow mornings, in quiet support, in someone who keeps showing up without making you chase them. You don't need love that excites your fear. You need love that heals your fear. And that kind of love won't feel like fireworks. It'll feel like sunrise. Gentle, steady, safe. Closing. So, are you chasing love? Or are you finally ready to let it find you? Rumi didn't tell us to fight for love. He told us to remove the barriers we built against it. The walls made of fear. The rules we think keep us safe. The lies we tell ourselves, that we're too much, that we're not enough. That love has to be earned with pain. But here's what I believe, and maybe what your heart needs to hear: you don't have to chase love. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to shapeshift, shrink, or suffer to keep it. The love that's truly meant for you won't run when you're soft. It won't punish you for having needs. It won't disappear the moment you stop performing. It'll sit with you, see you, choose you again and again. But first, you have to stop running. Stop chasing. Stop seeking love from places that were never able to give it. And start choosing yourself. Start receiving. Start letting love in when it feels safe, not familiar. When it's soft, not chaotic. When it stays without being asked to. Because real love doesn't need to be chased. It only needs to be allowed.